Welcome back. I'm Tammy Arender. This is LA Rider, Louisiana's premier motorcycle magazine show. Last week, we took out Triumph's new mega cruiser for a spin, the Rocket Tour. This week, the bikes are a little smaller, but the mark is still quite British.
Taking a look at Triumph's Bonneville T100 is like looking back into time. Back in the 1960s, this was the look that inspired the Japanese and even made the motor company take notice. But this isn't your father's Bonnie. This is the 2008 version that Triumph calls a blast from the past. Perhaps the biggest clues that this is a modern machine are the front and rear disc brakes, which replace the old Bonnie's drums. And you'll need those new brakes because this dual-carb 865cc parallel twin delivers nearly 70 horses to the rear wheel through its 5-speed transmission and chain drive, making it a fun bike to ride with comfort and style that will take you into the past and back to the future again.
The Bonneville line, the modern classic line of Triumph is our best sellers. I mean, with the kind of market that we're in, that's what people were riding. And then the cool thing about that bike is you'll go to bike night or you'll be at a red light and somebody will go, what year is that? It's a 2008, you know? And it has the nostalgia, but it doesn't leak the oil like the vintage Triumphs did.
Now, if you're looking for something a little sportier with more pep and a much more modern look, you might want to try out Triumph's Street Triple. Inspired by its popular Daytona 675, this liquid-cooled inline 3-cylinder weighs in at just 367 pounds, but it delivers more than 107 horsepower through its 6-speed transmission. This bike is so much fun to drive, we had a hard time getting TW off of it.
Triumph came up with that bike last year to kind of find a younger crowd to come into Triumph. And it's won possibly every award possible in every British motorcycle magazine. It was in the Cycle World's 10 Best last month. It is just a really good beginner bike. It's a good city bike. It's still, when you drive it like a maniac, it still gets 40 miles to the gallon. It's a very forgiving machine. The bike had an aftermarket exhaust on it, the Arrow 3-in-1 exhaust, which bumps the horsepower up about 10 horsepower. So you have it was a little more aggressive than a stock one, but for $8,300, it's a really good bike.
Whether you want the classic look of the 60s for the boulevard, a heavyweight cruiser for the highway, or a sporty triple to carve out those canyons, you'll find it in the Triumph line. With more than a dozen models to choose from, Triumph has something for everyone. For LA Rider, I'm Bob Courtney.